What if I told you, in a time so distant, long before modern history was ever recorded, before technology as we know it even existed, there may have once stood a city far beyond imagination, not just advanced for its time, but perhaps even more advanced than what we can imagine today. A city filled with impossible technology, towering structures reaching into the sky, architecture so perfect it almost seemed beyond human hands. Its streets were perfectly organized, water channels flowed with precise engineering, and life within it moved in perfect order and harmony. The city was filled with light, not only from the sun, but from the civilization itself, radiating wealth, power, and intelligence. But none of it lasted forever, because in just one night, without warning, without any chance to escape, the city vanished. It sank into the sea, swallowed by darkness, and erased completely, as if it had never existed at all. No remains, no clear evidence, no witnesses who could tell the story directly. Only fragments, passed down through generations. And what makes this story even more fascinating is that it is not just a simple legend, not a folktale, and not modern fiction, but a story written by one of history's greatest philosophers, Plato, around 2,300 years ago. Plato recorded this story in two of his most famous works, Timaeus and Critias. In his writings, Plato did not describe it as myth. He described it in such detail that it almost feels like he was referring to something real. According to Plato, this place was called Atlantis, a massive island located beyond the Pillars of Hercules, known today as the Strait of Gibraltar, a boundary between the known world and the unknown. Atlantis was no ordinary island. It was the center of a powerful civilization, a society built on structure and strength. Its government was highly organized, ruled by kings with great authority, yet still bound within a structured system. Laws were enforced, order was maintained, and society lived in balance. But what truly stood out was the design of the city itself. Atlantis was built in perfect concentric circles, layers of land and water, separated by vast canals, and connected by massive bridges. Water surrounded the city, serving both as natural defense and an advanced transportation system. At the very center stood a grand palace, the heart of the civilization, where rulers controlled the fate of the empire. This palace was not ordinary. Plato even mentioned a mysterious metal called orichalcum, said to be more valuable than gold, with a glowing reddish shine. Imagine it, a city glowing under the sunlight, reflecting shimmering light across the ocean, like something from another world. Life in Atlantis was equally remarkable. Fertile lands, advanced agriculture, and irrigation systems capable of controlling water with precision. Food was abundant, trade flourished, and prosperity spread across the island. Their ships traveled far beyond their shores, expanding influence across distant lands. Atlantis was not only wealthy, it was powerful. But then, something began to change. Slowly, almost unnoticed, the values that once held the civilization together started to fade. Humility turned into greed, strength turned into ambition, and balance slowly collapsed. Leaders became obsessed with power, society became divided, and harmony began to disappear. According to Plato, this was the turning point of Atlantis' downfall. And then the punishment came. Massive earthquakes shook the land. Giant waves crashed onto the shores. And in a terrifying moment, Atlantis began to sink. Its magnificent buildings collapsed. Its streets were destroyed. And the entire civilization was swallowed by the sea. In just one day and one night, everything was gone. Since that moment, Atlantis became something else, a mystery, a question that still has no answer. Was it real? Or just a story meant to warn us? Some believe Atlantis was only a metaphor, a lesson about greed, power, and the collapse of civilizations. But others believe there may be truth hidden beneath the legend. Some researchers connect Atlantis to the ancient Minoan civilization, a highly advanced society destroyed by a massive volcanic eruption and tsunami. Others point toward the mysterious Rechat structure, also known as the Eye of the Sahara, a massive circular formation that strangely resembles Plato's description. But there is a problem. No solid evidence has ever been found. No confirmed ruins, no technology, no proof that Atlantis truly existed. Even today, scientists continue to search, using underwater exploration, deep-sea mapping, and satellite imaging, trying to uncover what may be hidden beneath the ocean. Strange underwater formations, unusual structures, and unexplained patterns continue to fuel speculation. But even now, the mystery remains unsolved. So the question still stands. Was Atlantis real, or just a legend, too perfect to be true? Write your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more mysteries like this.